Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today in this little bag I have a 5-inch frame and of course it needs to be assembled, and it's the SpeedyBee Mario 5 Deadcat. First of all, I like the Italian name. Second, I'm very excited because this is my first drone specifically designed with O3 in mind. It shouldn't have jello and it shouldn't have problems with propellers in view and the cage not fitting the O3. So let's open the box and let's build it. In the box you will find two high quality and very sticky SpeedyBee branded battery straps, two vacuum sealed bags with the carbon parts inside, and actually I have a bumblebee flying on the camera, I don't know if you can hear it. Hardware bag, the injection molded arm tips cover, all the hardware you need, CNC aluminum camera plates, two different kinds of camera grommets. This is silicone and it's for the O3 I imagine, and this other one is 3D printed and probably is for the Cadex Vista and similar. Battery pad, and lastly there is another bag with extra hardware you need. CNC very light air vents, XT60 connector, very bright yellow 3D printed parts. They look amazing and on the theme with SpeedyBee. And finally, it's time to build. And before I do so, please remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know if you think O3 is worth it on a bigger drone like a 5-inch, or at that point you just use an action cam. And also, if you want to buy something, check out the links down in the description below. You help this channel a lot, and also there may be a discount by the time I publish this video. Let's go. Let's build this frame. So let's open the bags. How does it go together? And boom, finally the frame is built. I love the yellow accents, it looks very, very racing. And also these kind of air scoops at the side look very, very cool. I don't know if they have a purpose or they are just aesthetic. Let me know in the comments if you think they do some function whatsoever. Maybe they channel the air to cool the back components like the flight controller, and even the O3 gets super hot, so maybe a little bit better airflow is not bad. It took me a while to assemble. I thought it was gonna be faster, but the instructions are not step by step, they are only schematic, so you get an exploded view of the drone and you have to figure out how to put everything together. I mean, still took me around, I don't know, 40 minutes, so not a long time at all. This frame like this is 172 grams and it's incredibly stiff. Super thick and good quality carbon, 6mm arms, not bad at all, 2.5mm top and bottom plates and 2mm central plates. And boom, finally the drone is built and it's kind of late in the afternoon. It took me a while, but I'm very satisfied with at least the way it looks because I've not flown with it yet. Very, very aggressive looking drone, especially with these propellers, the Emax Avan Flow. They are aggressive. I don't know if they're gonna drain my battery. I just took basically the stack out of the Mark V from Gepard C. I don't remember the specs. It's probably 40-50 amps, 6S, the flight controller maybe a F7. Then these motors, I changed them. I had them lying around for 2 years, never tried them. They look beefy. So 3B motors, 2306, 18,050 kV. They should be very nice to spin these super aggressive propellers. These yellow parts you see are 3D printed, but they are very, very nice quality, and the color makes it less apparent that they are 3D printed. Also, this GoPro mount is very low profile. I like how it blends with the frame. I'm gonna start flying with the O3 only and a 1300 mAh 6S battery. Soon I will be buying 1500s, 1700s probably, because these drones are becoming too much power hungry. Wow, it's sucking like hell. So this is a drone I built, of course. The company doesn't ship it with electronics. I mean, if it had the amps, it would be very nice, because just look how controllable it is. It's just the battery is sucking, as I was telling you, it's very aggressive. But yeah, I mean, what can I say about the frame while I'm flying? The frame is stiff, The drone is flying super nice, and I don't know, I like these propellers. They are again very angry. You need to have the amperage to pull them, but I mean, I have not touched the drone at all. This was tuned for a Mark V, not Deadcat. So just the fact that it's flying without too much complaint, to me, is already promoted. There is some shake here and there. Of course, this is not the drone it was meant for the tuning, but wow. Yeah. These are some propellers I bought a while ago with the two-bladed version also, because the two-bladed, especially for 6-inch of these Emax Avan S propellers, is incredibly silent and efficient as well, for 6 inches at least, by blade. 3 blades, yeah, they are a little bit power hungry. But it flows. It's powerful. I like it. Wow. I mean, this is my first fly. I only did a test arm before. So, I mean, I am completely satisfied. Only I need the bigger batteries, because these 1300s, which I use for every review, are not gonna cut it. Oh no! Why did I disarm? I am stupid. I don't know why. I pressed the button too hard and it disarmed the drone, and I could not rearm while it was spinning. Man, come on! I should be a professional. I'm such a moron. The real question is, can I recover it, please? No! Whoa! I mean, you are seeing how stable it is. Wow. Yeah, it's not reassuring to see the battery complaining like that. I mean, it's weird, I didn't crash at all. That's not talk before I land. It's weird that I didn't crash at all and I just disarmed out of nowhere, because I'm just a moron. Okay, it's time to definitely land. 4 minutes and 30 seconds of flying with such a small and spent battery. It's not bad at all. If you get a new one, probably 5 minutes of kind of acro, not super hardcore acro, but I mean, I kind of pushed. That's the beauty of having the O3 system. You have good video, good enough, so you don't need probably a GoPro, especially if you are bando ripping. I guess this drone is gonna take a beating. I just put an Osmo Action 4 on it because I think it handles low light better than a GoPro, and with this battery it is at 812 grams. Yeah, the drone felt much better before. Ooh. Oh my god, it's sucking a lot, this battery too. I mean, I use them on Cinewhoops and they don't make this many problems. It's like I lack the acceleration. But it's also that this drone is kind of heavy at this point. It's my first 5-inch with the O3, and they are getting more and more heavy. Wow. Yeah, before it was enjoyable. Now I am struggling a little bit, also because the low light, of course, is not helping. I'm not seeing very well where I'm going. It's all dark. And I'm also sad that the Osmo was not recording before. It's a shame. Maybe also this match I made with, yeah, it's just sagging. And the battery started sagging way too much with this much weight on top, and it was hard to pull up, so it crashed. And after a few crashes on grass, on dirt, and on branches basically, I have to say these propellers are super tough. But of course, the drone is already heavy on its own. Putting an action camera and these propellers are not the easiest to spin, especially with these motors. Yeah, it's a big toll for a 1300 milliamps. So probably if you're gonna get a build like this, start thinking about 1500s minimum, because it's not fun when they sag. I mean, those batteries are like 4-5 months old. They're not old at all. I use them with Cinewhoops. I don't push them too much, and it's weird seeing them sag, but okay, it's a call. Drones are getting heavier. I need bigger battery. Talking about the frame itself, because I mean, you can build it however you want with the electronics. The frame is one of the most good looking ones I've seen so far, if that's a quality we care about, but I mean, it's nice. I don't think these side panels do much, because you have the propellers pulling air all around the drone, so you don't need some channeling, especially because the drone is flying like this mostly. So how do these channel air? They are just aesthetic. I like them. Very stiff, very thick stuff. It's gonna be hard to break for sure. I can see that. The stiffness is nice because the drone flies good, and being a Deadcat and being with electronics I took from another drone, tuned for another drone, I have to say, still flies amazing, especially without the camera on top. You saw it. It was incredibly stable, incredibly smooth. So even with these weird propellers, flew amazing. Maybe it could be a little bit lighter, because I feel like we are getting, again, with all the drones, we're getting heavier and heavier. Talking about the instructions, they could have been step by step instead of mostly an exploded diagram, because sometimes I was like, I screw this in and then, no, okay, this has to be screwed later. So I had to mount and dismount stuff, and it made me lose a little bit of time. Not optimal, it's not a big downside. I mean, at the end, the drone is built anyways. Also, there were a couple of missing screws, or too short screws, so you don't get the motor screws, which I'm not a fan of, because these motors came with shorter screws, and I had to dismount screws from other drones to fit these plastic fits, because they need longer screws. Also, the screws for the O3 or Cadex Vista are too short, and they don't work basically. So we need a little bit longer screws for this, but if you have screws lying around or other drones, it's fine. If you're buying this frame, maybe get extra screws from Aliexpress or somewhere, because you may need something extra, but probably your flight controller stuff comes maybe with extra screws, so you don't have to worry about it too much. That's pretty much it for today. Remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what do you think about this frame and about the weirdish, because I like it build I did. And as always, if you wanna buy something, check out the links down in the description below. Clicking on them, you help this channel a lot, and also I will put a discount if the company gives me one. Stay safe and happy flying. Bye!